Let me know in the chat. This may not be you. This could be somebody else that's next to you inside the room. On Sunday, do you get those Sunday scaries? If you do get the Sunday scaries, I want you to think about what is it worth to you to not have that feeling anymore. There was a study that was done. I looked at this. The last time I looked at this was 2 years ago. This was a big thing to me, but looked at this 2 years ago. But most deaths were reported on Monday morning. Most deaths were reported on Monday morning. And the correlation to the deaths were being overworked. People just had so much anxiety about going to work. Literally, they could feel it in their body. They don't even understand why. But they wonder they can feel it. Anybody seen that Matrix movie? And they said you may not be able to identify it, but you can feel it. It's all around you when you go to work, when you go to the coffee shop. It is something like when you go to work, are you even in control or are you just being driven to work? Like you're more so in your mind while you're on your way to work than you're in your body and actually experiencing life. In fact, most people are in their minds more than they're in their life. If you're constantly working, you don't even have time to be in your experience of life. You're just in your mind. How many of us are experiencing that? Put a one in the chat if you are, put a zero in the chat if you're not. This is called autopilot. Subconsciously, your mind is picking up information on a daily basis. In your code, your programming, you're being programmed by a code. We all have a programming. Because let's be real, the bigger issue here is why are we paying for food that's free? The bigger issue is why are we paying for shelter on an earth that we live in that's free? The bigger issue is why do we have to work for money? Why do we have to slave our lives away to work for money? That's the bigger issue, but who's questioning that? Who's actually sitting here questioning this? We're looking to get to the imagination level, running up the steps, but we don't even understand why we're running in the first place. We don't even understand. This is something that they call the rat race for a reason because rats are being tested on right in the laboratories. Do they know why they're there? No, they just being tested on and they just go with whatever they're being tested. They drop them inside a little maze and they just start running around the maze. And you got these people standing over them, just watching them. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Mm, let's see. Okay, let's equate that to what we're doing. Do you have people that's governing your life? This is us. I'm not talking about you, like without saying me, just so you know. I'm asking you a question though. Do you have people that's just giving you tasks to do and standing over your life and watching you do the task? You go make money, and then when you make the money, they take 40% of what you just earned, invested it into places that you have no idea. You don't see no return on it, making you chase something that's a belief. Like money is not even backed by anything but what? What is money backed by? What is money backed by? A belief. That's it. Money is backed by belief. The only reason why money works is because you believe it works. The only reason why money works is because we accept it that it works. That's it. So what does that mean truly? It means that we have been accepting things that we don't need to accept, but being that it's part of the subconscious programming, we're naturally on autopilot operating off of it. So when we talk about your time, right? Do you really have the time? Can you just get up every day and do exactly what you want to do? Put a one in the chat, or put a one in the chat if you do. Put a zero in the chat if you don't. One in the chat if you do. Put a zero in the chat if you don't. So that's why I'm saying I don't put 100% up here because I don't think any of us are ever going to have 100% of our times, but you want to get as most control of your time as you can, right? You want to get as much of it as you can. You want to get the most control of your time as you can. That is the biggest thing because when it's all gone, is it gone or do you get more of it? Money, that's a little bit different. Money, I mean, I'm no stranger to it. I have money, been on my last leg many times. I have made a decision, said no more. I can't do it. I can't keep looking at my account and feeling stressed out because I don't have digits in my account. Think about how crazy that is. I'm stressed out about my real life that has physical implications because I'm looking at a screen that's digital from people giving me points for me earning points about living. I want you to really think about it. You're earning points for your living. They got us in a game, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new game. And then we feed right along into it. Yeah, I love the digital. Yeah, I don't have to have my cash. I don't have to use. I don't even need the card. I got my phone. I just click up a button. At the same time, they make the phones. They could just click and cancel your phone. And then what you do then? You got no cash. You got nothing. So the real truth is, how do we get out of here? Like that's the real question, the real truth that we should be discovering. How do we get out of here? Because to be honest, this is a trap. Now, one of the ways to start to beat the trap is to understand how the trap is being played. See, business owners get the most benefit, and the business owners get the most perks. So when we look at the time down here, right? If you have 20% of your time, or whatever number that you said that you have, if you have a significant other, I want you to slash that in half, baby. You thought you had 20% of your time, but then you have a significant other. Now you only got 10%. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. We're all adults here. So some of us like to procreate and create children and got 4 or 5, 6 of them. But if you have one child, you got to split that in half. Now, where do you feel more closer to? 5% or that 80%? How much time do you really have to yourself now? Go ahead and let me know in the chat. Go ahead and let me know in the chat. How much time do you actually have to yourself right now? Somebody put 0. I'm sending you love. We got to get you some more time, baby. Somebody said 20. I want you to be honest though. Don't tell me, because you're not doing this for me. You're doing this for you to think about this, because your life is at stake. I know that we can kind of get confused and think that just showing up to the calls is like doing the work, but it's not. I'm just here to be used as a vessel by God to let you know that your life can change when you change. When you decide to change your life, that's when everything changes. When you work on you, everything else works for you. This is not by some sort of coincidence. This is design, and this is a confirmation that the reason why we have what we have in our lives is because of the way that we respond to what is in our lives. Are we being reactive or proactive? Most of us are being reactive. This is why we at the implementation stage. If we were being proactive, we would be at the imagination stage, saying, okay, what can I do to make the world a better place to help people become more effective in less time? Your goal is to help other people become more effective in less time. That is your goal. If you are not doing that through your own imagination, you're doing it through somebody else's. Because if you get hired to implement the idea, you're getting hired to improve somebody's life. Whatever your job is, you're improving somebody's life, right? Let me know if I'm making this up. Whatever your job is, whatever your role is that you have, you're here to improve someone's life. Is no doubt about it. There's nothing else to it. You're not here to be funny. Even if you were a comedian, you were here to improve somebody's experience, which means you're here to improve someone's life. By default, your main objective is to become more effective in less time. It is no way around it, ladies and gentlemen.